Oh, hello again, peeps. Just a quick podcast update for June, July now. Um, um, as we know, we did the 213293 running day in Kingston. This didn't turn out so well. It turned out to be a bit of a blab, to be quite honest. Because FRM1 was told that they weren't loaded on stop D, and they still loaded on stop D, and they were told to load on the other side of Eden Street. But other than that, the day for that was complete blab. It was because literally because the general public take advantage of these vintage buses, so it was a complete no-go for us. We attended the event for like an hour or so, and then it just was like, well, where do we go from here? Because I had everything planned for that day. I had planned to go to some bus garage on FRM, and then that didn't happen because literally it got packed as soon as the bus turned up, probably with the general public. So yeah, that happened, and that was a complete no-go. So we ended up walking back to a Wetherspoons and having breakfast. And even when we were looking through the windows there, it was 9 packed buses and literally only about 3 or 4 semi-packed buses. So it still was a complete, utter mess, to be quite honest. But it's all right, people saying, yeah, after a while the timetable does go skew with after a while, like buses not turning up when they're supposed to turn up. But that's not the case. In this case, it was buses being too full for general enthusiasts like ourselves to enjoy the event. So, yeah. But there's more about that in the newsletter anyway, and hopefully that will be put forward. And hopefully maybe museums need to have a look at maybe charging a small fee like £5 or £10 for like a day ticket, like they used to do at Enzybus, to allow the enthusiasts to actually enjoy the day without actually having the general public interfering on these sort of things. So maybe that needs to be looked at, and maybe that could be looked at. But other than that, I think the day was a bit drab. It was okay up to a certain point, and then it just went, wow. If you wanted to stay in one place to take photographs, then maybe not so bad. But if you wanted to travel elsewhere, it was a bit hit and miss, because like the buses were full. So yeah. So we're now looking forward to our next event, which is on the 28th of June, which will be at Reading Buses for their 125th celebrations again. And we're looking forward to helping Robert again, as usual, and helping our general public. Not the general public, the general enthusiasts enjoy the open day, and the general public obviously for that day. But my main objective is to help my fellow sponsors, that supporters, that obviously appreciate everything I do. So yeah, that's our next event on the 28th of June. The Reading Buses Open Day opens at 11 till 4 o'clock, and that will be the day. And then obviously they do a cavalcade, or unless this has changed, I don't know. But yeah, they usually do a cavalcade which starts at about 4 o'clock, and this takes place up until about 4:30, 5 o'clock, where it will end, where all the buses will end back at the depot, and that will be the end of the day. So yeah, so that's a day to look forward to on the 28th of June. And then hopefully on the 5th of July, we'll be attending the Eastbourne Bus Running Day in Eastbourne. We sort of planned either to do Bournemouth or Eastbourne. The decision was to do Eastbourne, because if I do Bournemouth, I wasn't going to do Bournemouth Bus Rally, so it'll be Eastbourne. And yeah, so that's our next event after Reading Buses Open Day. We do have that one coming up, and then obviously we'll give you a bit more of an update in July's update. Hopefully we're going to have a special guest with us next month, and hopefully yeah, so that'll be that. Hopefully we'll have a special guest. I can't say who it will be at the moment, but yeah. And then obviously this Friday it's the Royal Blue one, where they're running from Basingstoke all the way to Ilfracombe. I think it's just Ilfracombe or Yeovil. Let me just get that up on the PC while we record this. Yeah, I think it's Ilfracombe. Well, it goes via Ilfracombe anyway. It's that's looking like a good event for them anyway, and the weather's looking splendid for it. So yeah, it's looking really, really splendid for it. So it's yeah, so it should be good for them anyway, and hopefully yeah, hopefully things will go well for them, and that yeah. Yeah, it's the Royal Blue one. On day one, they're going from Basingstoke to southwest, which is they're going to Salisbury, Stockbridge, Blenford, and Dorchester before reaching Weymouth. Day two, they will be going to Barnstaple, to Ilfracombe. Hold on, I don't know. Yeah. This is that's day three. Day two is for them to go to Oakhampton, Bude, Heartland before reaching Barnstaple. And then then they're going from Barnstable to Ilfracombe, so I was right. And they're doing that via Minehead and Bridgewater. And then obviously the final section is to Yeovil. So yeah, I was sort of right, but they are going to Ilfracombe, but the final stop will be Yeovil. So that is looking like a good event. Unfortunately, due to the cost of hotels and stuff like that, we won't be doing it. So, but we will be attending at Basingstoke to take photographs and to video the buses that are in attendance at this Royal Blue Run. And then obviously we will try and get some footage as well. So so that'll be another thing for the YouTube channel, and hopefully something to look forward to. So yeah. So other than that, I think that's all we've got to report on. Unfortunately, on the 19th of July, Alton Bus Rally had to be cancelled for this year. That is due to building work going on at Alton College. So good decision by the organisers to give them space and to let the work go ahead so that they can get the work done. And then hopefully in 2027 we can look forward to another Alton Bus Rally. So giving me a bit of a break does not matter at all, because I will always attend it if I can, and hopefully people that support the organisers, obviously they will be in attendance again next year. So hopefully giving it a bit of a break will work, but we'll see. So yeah, that's that. That's all updated anyway. So our next event is the 28th of June at Reading Buses in Great Knowledge Street. And then our next event after that will be the 5th of July at Eastbourne. So yeah, we're taking, hopefully Di's going to come with me to that, and hopefully our good, and hopefully a good friend who I won't mention. So yeah, so that's that. Hopefully we'll catch you in the next one very soon. Yeah, so our next podcast will be in July, and with a special guest to be announced. So wait for announcements, and we'll catch you all again very soon. Please remember, if you liked what you have listened to, and to share, hopefully, and subscribe and put the notification bell on. We'll catch you all again very soon.